Welcome back to Primetime News.
Special welcome to folks on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, there was robust debate between the Jamaica Constabulary Force representatives and members of a joint select committee of parliament on Tuesday as the police sought more powers under the anti-gang legislation.
Among the proposals, longer detention times and access to mobile devices of suspects. TVJ's HERMAN reports.
The police on Tuesday outlined a number of challenges they currently face in relation to the anti-gang legislation. Addressing a parliamentary committee, the force presented 15 changes it deemed necessary for it to effectively use the act. Last week, it was revealed that since 2014, there's only been 2 convictions under the act, and both were through guilty pleas. However, Deputy Commissioner of Police Selvin Hay explained that over 400 cases are still being put together for trial. Hence the proposed changes, including extending the time a suspect can be detained without charge to 7 days, and then a chance to extend that time through the courts.
It's not a willingly taking in someone. This is not what we are proposing. We are proposing someone who is a member of the criminal group, member of the gang, who we have evidence that can put before the court. Maybe not yet ready to, or at a stage where we can charge the person as he is picked up or is arrested, but evidently is going to be charged.
The extension through the courts may be for an additional 7 days, 14 days in total without charge.
Do you think that this 14-day period of pre-charge detention is going to somehow enable you, during that period of time, to be in a position to charge them, whereas if you weren't able to detain them for that period, you couldn't charge them? I'm just trying to understand why you need this prior to charging them.
When you consider the administrative process that is involved, including ID parades, interviews, seeking legal representation, and what we find is that we constantly, as police officers, have to be defending writs. I mean, within 24 hours after taking in these individuals, we have to be constantly going to court, trying to ask for additional time to defend writs that have been filed. And that's why we're asking that we be given this 7-day.
Committee members asked for a detailed report on the cases pending trial, including the charges, the number of charges against each person, and the reason for the delays. Also among the proposals is a request for legislation compelling suspects who have electronic devices to give the police the password or code to access the device.
How would this come against our Charter of Rights now?
Privacy, self-incrimination, as mentioned.
I mean, you know, it's like
because the cell phones are not just used as a telephone. It is the phones that we now have are more than just telephones in the normal sense of it.
And it's a similar issue to the one we were discussing before about pre-charge detention. What is, if you're going to have that kind of power, what are the procedural safeguards that it's not being abused? And
the committee will meet again next week to continue the review. Herman Green, TVJ News.